You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Fear Factor. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Fear Factor news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Fear Factor.
What up?
Ow!
AFTERBUZZ TV on your computer screen. My name is Adam. I'm here with my co-hosts, who are more important. I got Spicy Marty up in here. And who do we have to your right?
We have
you do better intros than me.
We have the gorgeous, and from what I hear, delicious, Sean Overman.
Thank you for having me once again, you guys.
That's what's
I gotta
up.
give you a spicy intro, Sean.
Thank you, Spicy. I really enjoy that.
I don't really give myself much. I just go, and I'm Adam.
Before there was Eve, there was Adam.
That's right.
There you go. That's your intro.
The Sud Man.
Oh, that's a good one. Anyways, this is Fear Factor, the 5th episode. We made it to number 5. Congrats, team. Congrats.
My stomach almost didn't make it.
We can breathe.
Yeah.
And what was this one called? Roach
Coach.
Roach Coach.
Mm-hmm.
It's a clever name, huh?
Also one of the challenges.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The disgusting challenges.
I don't even want to think about that
I know,
right now.
I'm recovering. Can we start with the first one? Because I don't want to get to the second yet.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Let's start with the first one. And this was can we say this was a very different show than all the other Fear Factors we've watched?
It was.
And
Could I tell you why this is going to be? I'm going to announce what the challenge is now, because you know what? Might as well let it marinate for Adam Sudman. In the special segment, he will do another challenge, and hopefully he will redeem himself from last week. So, real quick, just take one guess, any one of you.
Either one of...
Of what the challenge that you're going to make him do?
Yeah, it's nothing to do with food.
Okay, I think that we are going to tie him up, and he's going to have to get out of it while we hold him underwater in the toilet.
Oh, you
Actually, no,
That's
it
what
is.
I was going to guess.
That's what Fear Factor would do.
No, Adam is going to have to listen to the most annoying sound ever recorded on YouTube. And don't worry, guys, I will mute your headsets only. So it's only going to be playing to Adam and our fans. So fans, you're probably going to want to lower
So I'm
your
going to be listening to you, Phil. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I wouldn't be talking for a guy who failed last challenge,
All right,
you know?
couldn't even eat an egg.
Anyways, guys, back to the show. I'll let you guys get going, but just wanted to let that simmer.
Thank you, Phil.
So for those of you who missed last week, we gave Adam the challenge of having to swallow 3 egg yolks, and he couldn't even do it. He couldn't even get down
give me
one.
credit for I got at least a little one.
You got one halfway down and then regurgitated it
I
back
think
up.
it was half of one.
What, half of one. Give me something. I did half.
He didn't get any of the yolk,
Whatever.
y'all. So today we have a new challenge for him coming soon.
Hey, I'm not on Fear Factor. I can talk about it. You know, hey, give me 50 grand and then we'll talk about the 3 yolks. But thank you, Phil. That's
what it takes.
That's
Okay.
Phil, by the way. Always a great DJ / VJ, whatever you want to call it. No, okay. Let's get into the first
Didn't show
one.
you any love on that one.
No, I wasn't getting into no little song you got there, Phil. No little AFTERBUZZ. No nothing. Okay.
Some Justin Bieber, maybe.
He's having.
There you go.
Unnecessary roughness.
He found something for you.
All right, there we go. All right. Enough of me talking about nothing. First challenge. We were talking about how this was different than any Fear Factor. What do we have to do in the first challenge?
Well, the first challenge was the underwater... I guess they were simulate drowning, right?
And I think I skipped into it. Let's talk about our contestants
Yeah.
There we go.
for the show
The couples first.
that are doing
Let's get to the
these.
nitty-gritty.
Okay. Who do we got up first?
First was Tia and Bobby. They were an engaged couple.
T and Bobby. And do you remember anything stood out to you about Bobby? He was the 49ers, right?
Yeah,
The-
he was a 49er.
And Tia just had a baby, super, super hot.
She didn't look like she had a baby.
Snaps off to her for having a smoking body and great complexion.
Very beautiful.
So, you know, my money's always down for the hot couple.
Okay. You said that, and I was teamed up. I don't know. He was the 49ers. He seems like he was definitely in shape. He was he was in the zone, and they were my team. What about you?
Well, my favorite team was actually the second team that came up,
Okay.
and that's Antonella and actually they're the third team. Sorry, I was kind of skipping.
Yeah,
ahead, but-
nah, yeah,
All right,
I was gonna cut.
You can
Let's
talk
go back to the
about-
49er a little bit. I liked his athleticism.
Did
I
you?
was surprised that he said he was a 49er though.
He
because
didn't.
I
He didn't look like one,
No,
right?
he didn't. He seemed like he was a little bit on the small side.
Right. And that's what made sense when I think we caught up when he said I used to play the 49ers back in back in 94. Like that was his
No, 94 is when he ran track.
Oh, sorry. He was also the
Oh, he said 2003 he had the
2003.
opportunity to go play for the Niners, and that's why
Oh.
that's why he didn't do Fear Factor back then.
Right. So that brings me back. He also knew what Fear Factor was about. So he knew he was getting into.
But it sounds like you guys are holding him to a high standard because he was an athlete, no?
Well, why not? Well, you can do a lot of athletic things on Fear Factor.
I just like their personality and
Right.
and he looked like, if Phil can bring up a picture, he looked like, okay, Darren Williams, he plays on the Nets. He kind of looked like his baby brother. Smaller head, but if we can bring that up,
Smaller, so-
if we can bring up, what's his name? His name is Bobby.
Are we gonna do a split screen?
I don't know if we can do that techno stuff, but Bobby.
Philip can do anything.
Wait, you want Darren? Okay,
I
was
want
looking-
Darren Williams of the New Jersey Nets, and I want Bobby of the Fear Factor episode 5.
Okay, Bobby, episode 5. Darren Williams.
All right, let's get back to, you were gonna tell us. Let's go to second couple.
Yeah, second couple. That was Antonella and Jenna, and these were two girls. They were roommates.
Okay.
Cute girls.
They were cute, weren't they? From they're from Jersey.
Yeah, but they're nothing like Jersey Shore. They said don't have any stereotypes for them.
Yeah, you
They
believe
were,
that?
No, they were smoking. They were hot.
They looked better than the girls.
They
from
were
Jersey
singers.
Yeah, they were
Right?
singers. They have their own personal business going on where
Singing
they're singing
Telegram.
Telegram. Yeah.
I mean, I
Entrepreneurs.
only say that because they were a bit too cocky for me, and that just brings me back to the whole Jersey thing, thinking you're better than everyone,
How
right?
were they cocky? What did they do?
They were they? Sean, back me up here. Were they cocky?
You know, it didn't strike me as them being cocky. I thought it was weird how they sang like that. It's like they had it rehearsed, but I guess it's because it's
They
their
do that
job.
for a living.
Yeah,
Wait,
there
can
you
I
go.
put hating? Hating on the court.
Did you bring that specifically?
No, it was a gift. But I'm just saying, y'all, they sing for a living, so of course they're gonna have a song prepared, and you know they were going on Fear
Fair
Factor,
enough.
so they were like, okay, girl, when they ask us to sing, get ready.
All right, you know what? We're gonna bring this. I see this little team, this divider right here. All right, we're gonna. You know what? I thought they were a bit cocky. Okay, I wasn't trying to hate on them like everybody loves to hate. All right, so if you're on Team Adam, you call in at 424-256-1729, and even if you're not on Team Adam, you can still call in, but you better back your shit up. Okay,
And tweet at him too.
you can tweet me at Phil's favorite Twitter account, LA All D Way. Okay, and I made I think 3 tweets this year, so don't tell me they only made
Yeah.
1. Okay.
You didn't even know your Twitter when I asked you for it. I'm like, okay, let me tweet at you.
So
You're like,
whatever.
I
Pretty good,
think it's X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 3 in 9 days.
In 9 days, that's what's up.
Sean's been pretty consistent on his Twitter though.
I do at least once a day.
Yeah, well, you guys are good tweeters.
Yeah. So if you guys are Team Spicy Mari and you want to go with the hot couple, you're gonna tweet at me at spicy_Mari.
Or you guys can hit me up at the Sean Overman. That's SEAN Overman, OVERMAN.
You heard it here, folks. All right, I just want to say that. I just really want to say that. Anyways, your favorite team, as you said.
And here we come to the third couple, which was not a couple, but it was 2 dudes. My favorite team,
Minor-
James
It was
and
a
Lewis.
duo.
It was a duo.
Yeah.
They were a team. Okay, so we had James and Lewis, and they're friends. Right away, I picked them. They were my favorite. Number 1 reason why: 2 guys together. The other ones were all.
So what are you trying to
girl and
say?
guy.
Yeah, that's
What are you trying to say?
I'm
whoa,
saying
whoa,
because
look
the-
who's next to you
these
right
dudes
now. I mean,
I'm saying because these dudes are strong. Look, did you see how they looked? They revealed that they were cheerleaders.
Sean, they were
later on.
cheerleaders. I mean,
And that's the thing I didn't like, but at least there
you
were
didn't
2.
like that they were cheerleaders?
No, I didn't.
What do you have against cheerleaders?
Well, because I
Sean,
don't
let's
have that
vent here
much.
for a second. Who else do you not like out there?
just saying,
No.
folks. He looks high school. Cheerleader. Thank you, varsity. Don't hate on cheerleaders.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm not hating on cheerleaders. I'm hating on the yell leaders, the guys.
They were probably the bases. Men always are usually the bases.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Hey,
true.
they had a lot of. You know, I was hating a little on them. I maybe not hating. I kind of like prejudgments because they were cheerleaders. They were, but you know, the more you got to know them, they were funny. And I don't even know if they're cheerleaders now because the whole thing, they just seemed like they were stoned or drunk every time they were showed. They were like, they were cheering for everyone. It's just,
You don't believe they were cheerleaders? You think that was
I
a
don't
gimmick?
know. They're just cool. I like them.
Maybe they just adopted the cheerleader persona.
I
before
almost
they
kind of
got
agree
on.
with you
Right?
on that just because their cheers were kind of bobo. And bobo means whack. Like, their cheerleaders were not, I mean, their cheers were just not
They
good.
just didn't
I was
seem like
impressed.
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
I
They're supposed to
mean-
be like national cheerleaders.
Sean, you know your cheerleaders. Were they
national
legit?
champions.
They didn't seem gay to me. As male cheerleaders, that's kind of
You're
the
saying-
That's a
stereotype.
That's a
Right.
stereotype.
stereotype. So I was surprised, but I picked them because they were the most fit-looking dudes there, and they were
They
two
were,
guys.
they
to a
were
team.
very beefy.
Okay.
They were,
So that
they
was
were
your
beefy
James
hunks.
and what was James and Lewis was your
Lewis,
team? Okay.
yes.
And
We
the
can call him-
last but not least,
we
and
can call him Louis.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, so I'm going to give it up to any one of you that could.
What was it?
I don't know.
Zulika and Raman.
Zulika and
Ramana.
Raman.
Oh, Raman was the guy. Raman.
I didn't think that they were gonna win. They just
Really?
they didn't grab me. You like them?
Not that I didn't not like them. They seem like a good average team that could get to the second round.
They're stereotypes with people with dreads, and so I
Like,
didn't think that they
okay,
were gonna have the proper energy.
If they won, if they got to the championship and they won, if they got to the championship, I wouldn't be that surprised. If they won, I would be a little surprised. But there was definitely the other two people that would be really surprised if they won. If that makes any of my logic there. Do you agree?
yeah, I agree. I'll give you on that.
Thank you. Thank you,
yeah,
Spicy.
I'll give you that.
Nothing really stood out to me about them, so I just.
That's what I
thought
was gonna say too. They
they're
were
just
very charismatic.
Kind of a throwaway team.
He was kind of funny, I thought. No?
In a non-funny kind of way, yeah.
What stood out to me was he was probably the tallest guy out there, so there you go.
Yeah.
That's
What's
about
up?
it.
What's up to all the tall guys out there? All right. All right. So let's finally get to this first challenge. What are we having? Can we get back? You were explaining what we had going on.
The
so,
cage.
So it was the underwater cage. So there we go. Underwater cage. I don't know who else could explain it better. You probably took better notes on that.
They're in an underwater cage,
Mm-hmm.
and one person they had to pick who did what. One person,
Someone's going to be in the cage and allow
Holding their
themselves to be
breath.
sunk underwater,
right?
and then the other person's going to swim and dive.
But they're
and-
tied. The person in the
Right,
box
they're
is
tied inside, and then the other person's going to swim to rescue them by what are those, pliers or something they were using?
Yeah,
Scissors?
cutting
yeah.
pliers.
And so they're tied down by their wrists. So the
By,
partner
like,
has
some
to
rope,
release
yeah.
them and then swim around to the side. And then what were those little screws?
The wing nuts.
The wing nuts. And then you had
nuts.
to unravel the wing nuts.
There's like what, four of them.
Yeah, it looked like there was like 6.
So it's kind of, if you can't really picture it, you're kind of like in a shark tank, and you're just in a big pool, and some like person is on their knees like praying, tied up like, you know, with their arms out, and some guys like, yeah, you have to wear goggles and you have pliers and you're just unraveling
It looked
cutting
like
two
like
ropes.
a Las Vegas Houdini kind of act
Right,
going on.
right, and yeah, whoever could do it in the shortest amount of time
Right.
would
That
And
was
move
the
on.
winner.
As soon as you escape, you have to swim to the flags.
Apparently, this was a lot harder than Fear Factor thought it would be.
And I thought that this was going to be easy. I totally thought that
So
until the
you
first
thought.
challenge.
So you thought.
The first challenge were the 2 young girls. What was their names?
Antonella
and Jenna. These were the singers that owned their own Telegram business, and they were supposed to have
They
the
were
strong lungs.
too cocky.
That you think they're from Jersey, too cocky, but they weren't really that cocky, folks. They
And
just have
apparently-
beautiful voices.
Apparently they were weak too because as soon as they got in there, they could not cut the damn ropes with what I think they were bolt cutters. They looked.
It was
Yeah, they
something-
look like bolt cutters.
It was something tough. But who was the one that went into the cage that had to hold their breath? I think that was
Antonella.
Antonella.
She was the
Antonella was in the
brunette.
cage.
So basically, the person in the cage, just once it goes underwater, you just have to be really good at holding your breath. And you mentioned, Spicy, that what men can.
Men have bigger lungs, so they're able to hold more air and stay under longer, usually. Except for in our case, I would probably, wipe the floor with you. But in this
Whoa.
particular case,
Whoa there, low blow.
I'm just playing with you.
Okay,
but in
let's
this
do it then.
particular case, I knew that they were going to lose by Jenna's dive. Jenna's dive into the water was horrible. Her dive showed me that she was unathletic and that she wasn't good with swimming.
Can you show us how you're supposed to dive? Like, you're supposed to put your hands up, right?
Well, she dived like this.
Uh-huh.
So she made a big splash.
And she should have dived like this.
Okay.
And so
Testing. That was a good dive.
So, and so I could just tell, you know, she wasn't very athletic.
By the way, we should have a challenge next week to see if Adam can catch Spicy Mari as she dives into his arms.
I'm very aerodynamic, by the way. No.
Yeah, but it's really not about you. It's more about Adam catching you.
I don't know. My back will be broken by the time we're done. So she dives into the water and she gets to her girlfriend and she's not able to pry her out of the cage.
Right, and she's having, like you guys said, she's having trouble cutting the wire, and then her goggles keep slipping off, and she thinks, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna take my goggles off. It's gonna be easier.
Bad idea.
Like, I'm sure the water has some kind of chlorine or something, because she was just like squirming like a dead fish.
Yeah. How many of you guys go into a pool like that and it probably is filled with chlorine? When you open your eyes underwater, how do you see? You can't see. It burns, number one, for most people. Number two, you can't see that far.
Yeah,
and
even if
it's still murky, even though it's clear.
Exactly. Even if you could see a little, you're expected to like cut the rope.
You have to do this.
You know, you have to like
task.
yeah.
But they looked like they were pretty uncomfortable, and it seemed like every single person was having a challenge with the goggles. So she probably took them off and felt like she could swim and stay underneath if she just took the goggles off. So in the heat of the moment, she decided to. Because I'll swim underwater without my goggles, and you know my eyes will be burning. And for Fear Factor, I feel like she should have just taken the burn, and she did.
Well, I don't want to waste my breath on them anymore.
Because they wind up being what?
They quit
so easily.
They were punks. They were not representing women
That's why I said too cocky. Okay,
now
are you gonna back me up?
I back you up on this. Now it's time to talk trash about
They quit
them.
after 45 seconds. I'm
And
not trying to talk trash. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm talking trash.
All right, here we go.
They did not finish the challenge. When Jenna gets out of the water, she says, "Oh, I was worried about Antonella not being able to breathe. That's why I gave up on the challenge."
That's a bullshit excuse.
She gave up because she couldn't breathe, and she was trying to blame it on her friend.
That's right. Yeah, she went up so many times for air, and she also at first said, "Oh, I couldn't keep my goggles on. That's why I quit." And then she had the excuse that you just said, which was like, "Oh, come on, you're changing
I
the
was
story."
trying to save my
totally
friend's
BS.
life. Whatever.
Yeah, that I don't know. Let's see how that friendship went. If we can get them on the show, we just want to know if you're still friends.
Tell
That's
them
all.
that number again.
What's my number? 424-256-1729. Please, that is the number. Please,
Call us now.
please
Hit us up.
call me, and if you're gonna call me, just make sure to be on my.
Antonella and Jenna, please hit us up.
I mean, if you want.
The next couple that went was Zulika and Romana. And they had a better strategy to theirs. Their dive was a little bit cleaner, but
Who went in the cage?
Zulika,
Raymond, whatever his name is.
Zulika was on the outside. Romana was on the
in
inside.
cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I knew they weren't going to last because his dreads, you know, he didn't want to get them wet. No. But Zulika wrapped her leg around the cage, and I thought that was a good strategy to keep her underneath so that she could prop herself in order to not float back up to cut. But then she didn't even wind up cutting anything.
Right.
And they ended up having the same problems with the cutting, that she couldn't do it again. And you know, I have to keep bringing this up, but I think she just didn't have the strength or the precision because she was a girl. She couldn't cut that wire for some reason.
That's fair, because I would argue why they felt that Raymond. I'm just gonna call him R because I can't keep pronouncing it. I don't know why they would put him in, just because he's tall, like you said. He can easily cut through those, and then it's really a team effort of just winding the bolts instead of he can't really do anything. He's tied. It's just like, and you know, I don't know.
The stronger person should have cut.
Yeah.
Maybe they felt like he was taller, so he could stay like up above the water more as it was going down to catch more breath.
They could have just all got psyched out and thought it was a lot harder than it was.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really need to hold their breath for that long, as we've seen in the next one. So they're gone. They quit. So already we have.
Speaking of
teams.
people holding breaths, I have a caller waiting for you that has been
let's
patiently
do it.
waiting, patiently calling. So caller, you are on the line.
What's up, caller?
Hello.
Hello, caller. Introduce yourself.
What's up, folks?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Who might this be?
Oh, Spicy Muddy, it is Ronnie
You know me by
Jr.
name.
Oh.
Is this one of my lovers?
Well, it's Ronnie, yeah.
Just kidding. Hi, Ronnie. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Ronnie?
What's up, Ronnie?
You guys are some show to watch from the house. Anyway, so it was like a social media thing on this show today. I wanted to tell you guys that I was doing research on behalf of the show. I'm gonna come in, next week to be in studio with you guys.
Yay.
But I wanted to tell you that there's like celebrity love for Fear Factor right now. Not only is it like a trending topic on Twitter, but you have a celebrity, a very good-looking celebrity who actually tweeted maybe like 3 times about Fear Factor. I guess her husband watches the show. So my question is, which female hottie is it? Is it A, we'll go with Jennifer Lopez that tweeted about Fear Factor? Is it B, Jessica Alba that tweeted about Fear Factor?
Wow.
Or is it C, another hottie, Maria Menounos, the celebrity that tweeted about Fear Factor tonight? I'll let you guys decide.
I'm going to go with B. My choice is B.
Who is B again?
B is Jessica Biel.
B was Jessica Alba.
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Alba.
Jessica Alba.
I'm gonna take a big risk and go with C.
I'm going
Oh,
with.
Maria?
Maria? It was B. It was Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Wow.
I guess she.
Wait,
her
real quick.
husband-
Real quick, shame on Sean for not knowing that Maria doesn't have a husband. You should have read the Every Girl's Guide to Life by Maria Menounos.
I knew that.
I knew C was. I was
and I
honestly
knew it
between
was
A
Jennifer
and B.
because she's not married anymore either. So it had to be B.
Jennifer Lopez is too busy with her 25-year-old boyfriend. I know my gossip. I know my gossip.
I plead
Okay.
the fifth on that. He's a friend of mine, so I am not going to answer
I'm just
that
saying
question.
he could be busy. She's busy. Just saying.
I plead the fifth, folks.
I mean, at the end of the day, Sean, yeah, you're not doing your homework on Maria. You need to be on that new website on AfterBuzzTV.com.
Hey,
You can read the bio. Sean, I got to tell you, you got to read the How to Be a Girl book. Everything, Sean. Get it together, brother, man. Get it together.
Actually, hey, listen to me, man. I am up to part 2 on the book. I stopped there because it's at the style part, and I don't really need to read how to do my makeup.
Thank
that
you.
was a good pop
No,
quiz.
a couple of things. You guys are like killing it on the recap. This is awesome to watch. You guys all look awesome. Everyone is doing their thing.
Thank
Real
you.
quick for the Fear Factor fans. Like I said, it was a Twitter trending topic, so that's pretty cool. The show's obviously getting a gigantic buzz. On the NBC website, you have Fear Factor now casting. So if you're in the LA area, I mean, they do casting everywhere, but there is one specifically in the LA area, so look out for that.
I might have to do that.
NBC.com has that info for
Ronnie,
you.
are you down to come on Fear Factor with me?
I was sort of thinking about it. It's funny because I heard you guys talking to Adam, and I guess evidently Adam fails at every challenge.
Adam would be
It's
my
okay.
last pick. I wouldn't choose Adam if my life depended on it.
Whoa, he
no
didn't-
offense, Adam.
Yeah.
The first challenge
There's
you
some
didn't
low
fail.
blows here.
You stayed in the
What
first
did
challenge.
I do?
The compost heap, you were in there.
Should I just leave now? You guys
No,
can
no,
do
no.
this.
No. Don't let us scare you
Hey,
away.
man, we need you here. Don't leave, please.
Ronnie, what else you got for us in the media?
In the social media, I mean, just like the casting, there's some message boards. So just so you know, because you kind of wonder, what makes one show have so much social media buzz and others not. Fear Factor does really good with Facebook. Also, their lead guy, Joe Rogan, who I'm going to tell you is very funny.
Oh, I love Joe Rogan.
Also,
I love him.
Hilarious.
He's my
You
inspiration.
said you don't like him?
No, I
No,
love
he's
him.
hilarious.
Hilarious. Love him. Laugh.
You
Funny.
know, back when Fear Factor was around 10 years ago, before Joe Rogan was like Joe Rogan, obviously this was after he did the one sitcom or whatever, he had done the show Fear Factor. It was kind of brand new. No one really knew about his comedy. Now everyone knows about his comedy. But at the time, I had never heard really that too much comedy. He was still kind of, breaking out. He wasn't really that, celebrity known yet. And I got to see him at the Comedy Store, and the dude is ridiculously funny. I mean, we all know that now.
That's
and he
what
does
I
this
hear.
UFC stuff, and
That's what I hear. No, I hope. Do you know if he's coming back to comedy clubs? Is he
If so,
touring?
I think we should all go.
Well, not only that, and this is a big social media buzz for not only him and AfterBuzz and everything, just to kind of tie into what we're doing and why this whole broadcasting after a show is so important. He actually has his own Ustream page, which is the Joe Rogan page. I can't get the exact link right at the moment. You could go on his Twitter to find it. But dude, he's got he does a broadcast and he has 18, 20,000 views right off the top. And his studio, I'm just going to say, if the AfterBuzz studio is a 10, their studio is like a 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is just, the social media thing is insane, and I think that's what makes the show so good. You got a good host. It's a fun show to watch, and you guys are killing it on the recap.
I appreciate it.
Team.
Ronnie, you got mad love for us. I love it.
I was doing a little bit of reading on the NBC website for Fear Factor, and Joe, he has his own Ustream thing too, and I think he broadcasts like twice a week on there. So,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Ronnie,
so it's a good show. And Marty, to answer your question, yes, we'll absolutely do the Fear Factor. Why not? I'm kind of like what Adam said. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, I don't know if I want to do the challenges, but you throw $5,000 my way. You throw $10,000 my way. You throw $50,000. I'll do just about anything. I'm just gonna put that out there
I'll
right
get a roach
now.
for $1.
Thanks for calling, Ronnie.
All right, good night, guys.
We love
right,
you.
take care.
Bye, Ronnie.
Always great, Ronnie. He said he's going to come in here next
He's
Monday.
gonna come. He's
join
gonna
the
come.
crew.
Add some more dynamics.
Ronnie's good for that.
Well, there you go. You and
Social
Ronnie.
media report.
You and Ronnie. I
We're
want
gonna
to see
do
you
it.
next
And I think
season.
you and Sean should go up against us.
Fine.
You
You know what? You know what? Good.
You guys are like
I
two
will.
of the biggest beefcakes I've ever seen.
And I'm going to be hearing spicy this, spicy that. Adam can't do it, and we're just going to show you up. We're just not going to talk. We're just going to do our work and just get that 50 G's and peace out.
I would love to see you in that last challenge, but we'll get to that.
All right, let's finish this one up. So we had we got rid of Antonella and Jenna,
Okay.
and we got rid of
Zulika and Romana.
Right, they're pieced out.
And then
they're
it's
gone.
James and Lewis.
James and Lewis.
They were
and
the cheerleaders. And
they
they
were,
smashed.
They did smash.
Yeah, as soon as they got in there, good dive, great form. No, and they had swimming ability.
In less than 25 seconds, they were already at the cage, and they were like they cut them free.
Instantly.
They knew, like it almost seemed like they knew what everybody was doing wrong. Like they knew it wasn't this hard, you know? They just jumped in, boom, boom, boom.
They were together. They had like a little strategy going. As soon as he cut it, he swam around. They unscrewed the nuts.
They were good at
unscrewed
screwing the nuts.
That's what she said.
Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
Okay. So they got 1 minute and 18 seconds. Wow.
That's really good timing.
That's pretty good. I mean,
attributed that to their
obviously,
athletic ability.
obviously, we didn't see what the other two groups could do, but 118 looks pretty solid.
They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that's pretty pathetic. So they're in already. They're in already, and so now what the benefit for them winning is they can choose if they want to go first or second next round. So they got 118. That's a solid time.
But then Tia and Bobby.
And last but not least, we got Tia and Bobby.
They gave him a little run for their money.
Tia and Bobby, we chose them. We liked them. We chose them,
Those
right?
were-
Before.
yeah, that was our pick.
That was our pick.
Obviously,
Athletic.
a former 49er.
Maybe he doesn't look like a 49er, but he was a 49er. So he has that mentality.
They both looked athletic to me, though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, even though he might have not been, like, huge, he still was very in shape, very lean. I feel like they both run track every day. They work out together. But he jumped right in there, too, because she was the one in the cage. And he instantly, even quicker than the other guys, got her out of the rope.
Right, and I realized what made them difference. They had a strategy going in. They knew they were already on to the next round. They didn't really need to win.
Yeah.
But he, the camera got them. He was like, do this, and then when I do this, that's when you have to do. They had a strategy. So
And I think they were the first team to do that, to actually talk like that in the beginning.
Right.
And it seemed a little bit more elaborate.
Right.
The only thing with them, with Tia and Bobby, was that as soon as he broke her free from the ropes and had to unscrew the bolts, he didn't open her door for her. I'm very big on chivalry. He left her inside the cage, so I think that wasted a lot of time.
You always open a door for a lady, whether you're in water,
her.
whether it's a house or car, whatever.
He left her in the cage, and she's literally trying to push open the cage because it looked like it was pretty heavy underwater.
Right.
And he swam up to the top so that he could breathe, and his girl is underwater still trying to get out. And then she swam up to the top and caught up with him to catch the flag.
That could have cost them because guess what time they got?
124.
124. So they lost by what? 6 seconds?
Yeah, if he would have just opened that door.
Who
That's all
knows?
I'm saying.
Who
Open the
knows?
door for women, fellas.
And it also seemed like, I don't know if you guys caught this, but it seemed like the rope that was on her arm was kind of getting caught around some of the wing nuts.
I saw
too.
that. I noticed
I
that.
didn't catch that.
And maybe that made it so that the door was a little bit harder to open.
And because it got getting
Interesting.
tied up, and it seemed like it was in their way when they were both trying to unscrew.
Interesting.
But
well,
other than that, I'm sure
they're both fine
really
because
good at
they're
screwing.
because like apparently this Fear Factor two teams can't get past the first round.
Yep.
So what was the next challenge?
The next challenge was Spicy's favorite.
Oh God.
Why, folks? Because They got to eat a lot of nasty.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Hey, this one was horrible. This was disgusting to watch. I would have been infuriated if this was the fear factor I would have landed on. And I felt so bad for them for this challenge because they had the gigantic roaches. They had rat chips or rat hair. On
There's
chips,
rat hair and like chips.
On pita chips. It looked like they were pita chips. And maggot blood salsa. Where they got this blood from, because this looked like it was real blood. And I am a True Blood fan as well. So to drink blood, I don't really have a problem with that because I'm a vampire fanatic. But where did they get this blood from? What type was it? Like, they just pulled it from the blood bank for Fear Factor? I don't know. I have a problem with that. It didn't seem sanitary.
And they would also get 5K with this one, probably because there were only 2 teams
right.
left.
They said that because
fastest.
Right. They said because normally there would be 3 teams and the least one that drank the most or ate the most would go. They had to do some kind of incentive, or both of them would just sit there and like taste it and not do anything. So the winner would 5K plus to pick even if I can't speak right now. Sorry, if they would go first on the last challenge.
That's right. And they had 15 minutes to do this, to eat all these disgusting things.
So the cheer twins, what was their names?
That's Lewis and James.
They made the other team go first and start off with the cockroaches.
And that's right. They gave them
a choice.
They gave them the choice of what to make the other team make.
Either what, grasshoppers or
the roaches.
This challenge was awful.
Could you do this? Let's be honest.
I don't know if I could.
No, I don't know me. Yes or no? I'm saying roaches, no. Grasshoppers, yes.
I agree with you. Because these roaches were pooping while they were eating them. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The pus was literally oozing from the roaches' booty holes. And they still had to eat them. I
want to throw up.
Tia, that was her name, Tia?
Yeah.
She couldn't even get one down. And she kept jumping every single time a roach would like squirm. And then when she was trying to drink the maggot blood, she was like sipping it like it was wine.
For the first 4 minutes plus, she wasn't eating anything.
Yeah.
She was acting I wish I don't have to say this. She was acting like a little girl, like it's a spider or something.
She wasn't a badass
you know?
in this one.
No.
Luckily, her man picked up the slack, and this is where I forgave him because this is when he was being chivalrous.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yes.
Wiping the blood from her chin, right?
Oh, that was so sweet.
It was sweet.
It's like, baby, I'm sorry, they got maggot juice right there. I really appreciated that.
She was letting me down. I honestly thought she was. I mean, maybe at first no, but once that she saw that her man was like just chomping on the roaches, you would think that she would step up and try one. It was like,
well, I was thinking, didn't you have kids? Isn't that the most like fearful thing to ever experience? She had like actual human being come out of her, you know what? But you can't even eat a roach, but you had a human come out of you.
And for 5K additional. 5K, man.
Yeah.
Eat those damn roaches.
For 5K.
This is when her prettiness kind of kicked in and she was being extra girly girl. But luckily he stepped up to the plate. This is when I saw him get a little gangsta and start scarfing down those roaches. So I was proud of him for this.
I mean, he had to step up. I mean, like he played football, like, you know, NFL is supposed to be like the toughest guys out there. If he wasn't going to eat like one roach, then nah, he had to, at least for his man card.
Yeah.
And he's probably more of the man than me, but still, he had to do it.
And he probably ended up eating over half the roaches, and those things were huge, right?
And it turns out for nothing. Not for nothing. He tried, but if you don't finish it, you're not even touching the 5K.
But then the cheer twins kicked in.
Cheer twins. And by the way, did you notice when they were going, they were cheering for them? This is when I also thought like they might have been like drunk or something, but they were cheering for them, which was kind of cool. They were funny. They're actually like one of them.
They're spirited.
Yeah.
That's team spirit. They were giving the competition a little bit of help.
Yeah, that was nice. And it was kind of like, yeah, we'll help you, even though we got this in the bag. Like, we'll help you. And it turns out they weren't lying. They went up to the plate, and what did? They had to eat grasshoppers.
Which I thought wasn't that bad. I thought that was so unfair because grasshoppers are sometimes a delicacy. You know, cover them with chocolate, you got a dessert.
Right.
And so,
but those are the tiny grasshoppers.
Oh, the big ones are worse?
Well, these ones were huge. These ones seemed like they were bigger than the roaches.
He was scarfing them down, though, and I didn't see any pus oozing from these grasshoppers. I'm sorry.
It was funny just when they were eating it. They just put like, they would just like jump up and down. They were just trying to get out of the zone and not think of whatever it does. And what's his face? James? He chugged that blood.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
vampire. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you.
But
watch him at night.
He did spit up a little bit of it, so
You're
then
right.
he's got his own saliva in that dish where they're eating all those bugs and
Fear
insects.
Factor had that instant replay of that, right?
That's how it looked.
But they did it. It was kind of disgusting. Listen,
yeah.
like,
They did it, and they finished with 3 seconds left.
oh
He
wow.
spit it up and still sopped it back up. I wish you would have done that when we did that with the eggs. You spit it out, but you didn't sop it back up.
No, I did not.
And that
No,
was,
I did not.
There's no maggots and roaches in there. You had eggs.
You're right. Totally. I can't really. You're right. I mean, what? I can't. I don't have anything to back me up. Okay, I didn't. Sorry, they did it and they won 5K, and now they get to go, which we think second, because you probably don't want to go the first people. You like to see what they're doing.
Right. See what the competition's doing.
Well, they're both in the finale, so I think we should take a commercial break right now, and then when we come back, we'll wrap things up. We'll tell you who's the winner, and we'll predict for next one. So we'll be right back.
AfterBuzz TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Welcome back.
And we are back, folks, with the last challenge. And if you were tuned in earlier, you would have heard Ronnie Jr., also known as RJ Andrews. He called in and had some fabulous information. He is our social media expert and will be tuning in with us next week. But if you want to find out more of those social media facts, you can tweet at him at Ronnie Jr. Media, or you can tweet at us at AfterBuzz TV. Any time of day, we will reply as soon as we read your tweet. So, third challenge.
That-
Oh, and real quick, also do your Twitters. You guys will respond.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget.
Okay, if you guys want to play with my Twitter, you can tweet at me at spicy_Mari, SPICY_MARI.
And then for me, at the Sean Overman. That's the SEANOVERMAN.
And don't tweet me because I won't respond.
He's not very good at responding.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm.
You can Facebook him.
No, don't do that either.
Okay, so the last challenge.
Just go see me here and we'll leave it at that. The last challenge.
The racetrack.
Which kind of bummed.
Really? I was bummed because it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. You have this bus that's driving and then the car following behind at a close pace, and the person is jumping back and forth trying to grab the flags and then, hang them up in the bus?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were going to have that harness, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. I thought it was a little bit more scarier until I saw that they could just float in the air to the car.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby was smiling, but let's see who's smiling if there's no freaking cord and you would just fall and maybe die.
Yeah, I wanted it more scary.
I mean, yeah, I know what you guys mean. It was I kind of wanted to do that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you fall, oh, you lose, you get a stuffed animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least give him more padding instead of having the harness on.
Something, or at least have, I don't know, or maybe have something so if he falls, a pit that's also attached to the car. So if you fall, you land on so there's no harness.
You land on glass.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. You got a car, okay? Surrounding the car that you're jumping in the bus, and you got the car surrounding the bus and car. You just have a padded mat.
I got you.
So you got this big structure. I mean, it probably look ridiculous.
It's kind of like a dish or something, right? Something you fall into.
That could be a little dangerous around a turn, but this is Fear Factor, and everybody's supposed to be fearless.
Right. This isn't Wipeout. This is Fear Factor.
Yeah. So the cord, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
So like you said, they had to go through a bus, get the flags.
Right. And so they made the Tia and what's her boyfriend's name?
Tia and Bobby.
You guys know I'm bad with names. Tia and Bobby. They had to go first.
We're cool like that. We text.
And so they went first, and Bobby was chosen to jump across from the car, and Tia had to drive. And I'm going to give her credibility because she is from LA, like she said, so she knows how to drive in crazy situations. And Bobby was athletic, so he was jumping back and forth pretty smoothly.
Like football, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was tailgating the shit out of the bus.
Right, she was doing really good, and they tailgate in LA, so she's professional.
She probably drives that like 24/7.
That's really how
Not
she
that she's a
drives.
woman or anything, but it's LA.
Hey, man.
Behind school buses, too.
Low blow. That's true. They get you a ticket for that.
I have gotten a ticket behind a school bus.
So they had to get 13 flags total, right?
And
so
you
there's
got 'em all.
eight around the car, 5 inside.
5 inside,
All
right?
right, and they did it. It seemed like they did a pretty good pace, right?
Right.
So-
He was like you said. He said what he had to go back 10 times, and all he was thinking about was his kid and the money.
Yeah.
Which that's good to think about. And he looked pretty dizzy at the end.
He looked really tired.
It kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, what is he doing? Because he was the 9 back and forth. He was like in the zone, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden, like the last one, he was like, was it dramatic effect? I don't know.
No, I think he was really exhausted. Imagine sprinting back and forth. Whether he had the harness or not, it's still pretty exhausting. Easy, but exhausting.
And that little exhaustion should have had your Gatorade. Could have cost him. He
Yeah.
got 2:33.
Because it looked like he took his time on the last one.
Right.
In comparison to the other team.
Especially, and when they're watching, and they strategically picked them to be first because for these little things. So not only they knew like what the time was, and they couldn't really stop.
And that is a cheerleading strategy.
Is it?
Yeah. We're watching
To
behind,
go second?
We're watching behind the curtain to see how the other team does, so that when we come out there,
And one up them, and one up them.
Well, no. Okay, great. They fumbled.
From the cheerleader expert.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So they went second. Whether or not they're cheerleaders, we're gonna have to find that out more. See what squad they cheer for. 'Cause
Yeah, I would like to know that. They didn't really name drop, did they?
No, they didn't.
He was quick to say 49ers, but they didn't really say what cheer team they were on.
So they went second. What happened with them?
And we had Lewis as the driver. James was retrieving. They seemed
Retrieving.
they stumbled a lot.
No, that's good. They were retrieving the flag.
Yeah. They stumbled a lot, which was
Yeah.
right away I thought, oh man, they're wasting time.
Well, give James a little break. I feel like Lewis. I'm not good with names right now, but
It's okay. I don't even try. I don't even remember.
it looked like Lewis got caught up and watching James, that he was not tailgating the bus good.
I think Sean mentioned that too. You guys said that he was kind of staring at his partner while he was driving.
And then when you saw it, James was like actually leaping. Like that was like, that's kind of athletic. He was like doing some 5-foot leaps.
So is he a cheerleader? I mean, I saw his legs straddle.
Do cheerleaders do that?
Yeah.
They straddle. Okay. Well,
He was doing the
then
splits midair.
check that off.
But they did really good timing because we were kind of nervous. They're a little bit bigger, you guys said. They're probably like, what, 175?
He looked like he looked at least 6'5".
Yeah.
He looked pretty tall.
And so it was pretty hard for Bobby to keep jumping back and forth into the car.
Right.
Because of his size, but he was doing it. And then eventually, Lewis started kind of getting too far. There was like a lot of space in between them.
It was the last two, wasn't it? It was the
Yeah.
last 2 flags.
But he did a split leap jump, and he made it.
Right. And what time did they get? Drum roll, drum roll.
219, folks.
Winners.
Boom.
And did they win all 3?
They did, I think. Yes.
They won all
They
3.
did.
I'm just saying, Fear Factor. You win 1, you win 2, you win 3. You just gotta win. That's all I do is win. I don't know. That's fine.
And
That was cute.
These guys were my pick from the beginning.
They were your
I
pick.
proudly say that this time.
And let's see. Do you want to do a little predictions? If we can get the music.
Whoa. Are you trying to jump the gun and
I
not
think
do your
I think
challenge?
he's trying to get out of his challenge.
I just
Phil-
wanted to predict.
Phil,
No.
get him.
All right, Adam, take the guest couch.
Oh.
You want me to get up right now?
Yes, go to the guest couch.
Uh-oh.
All right. And while he's doing that, I want listeners to know this will, hurt some of your ears. It will certainly not hurt Spicy Mari and Sean's because they will not actually be listening to this. Put on a headset, Adam. Put on a headset. Okay, Adam's putting on a headset right now. And, all right.
I hope I don't lose my ear.
And let me, here we go. Okay, great, Adam. You are perfectly in the shot. Okay, actually, just go down a little bit if you can.
You mean like slide down?
For those of you,
Yeah,
who
slide
don't
down
know,
real quick.
Adam is like 6'5" or something.
There you go, Adam. That's perfect. Now, now what we're gonna do is, listeners, you're probably going to want to turn down your audio because I'm going to play this loud for Adam.
Wait, like I don't want to like go deaf, you know? Like
And he needs to make sure those ear muffs are all the way on, man.
Adam has a tendency to cheat, you guys.
Yeah, he does, but he can't cheat on this. He can't cheat on this. So this will be a full minute of the most annoying sound on YouTube. Adam, are you ready?
Adam,
just don't kill me.
Okay, fans, hopefully you're ready too because, again, turn down. Now's the last chance to turn down your audio. So, here we go.
It's going to scare the shit out of me.
You're nervous, right?
Can you not hear this?
I hear some kind of
bit.
squeaking or whirring.
It sounds kind of like nail or something. It sounds like a bomb.
Where'd you get this?
Ow! I can hear it.
Oh, it's turned down now on mine.
I'm not gonna be able to hear after this.
Take it.
Come on, man.
Take it.
A little bit more than 45 seconds left.
Take it.
Right when
He's gonna do it.
Right when you think it's done, it comes
Come on,
back.
Adam. Do this for the team. Do not adjust your ears.
No.
Come on, Adam. Let's go, Adam.
Shit.
Let's go.
Is that
And
it?
that's it.
All right. Yeah.
Ow!
He survived.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
Nice job, Adam.
That nobody can deny.
I honestly can't hear right now.
I can't
Well,
hear
that's
either.
what you
and I
get.
wasn't a part
All
of
right,
the
guys.
challenge.
Oh. I can't. I don't even know if my headset's on right now. I can't hear shit.
At least you passed.
Philip, turn our
I
mics up.
got no sound here. There we go.
Here you go.
So Adam passed the challenge.
Do you know what that was?
What was it?
That was like, you know, like when you get like your hearing aid checked. It was like that on steroids.
Like on blast. I could hear it from your seat.
Like I could still hear like some ringing shit. Like I can't really hear you. I'm probably talking really loud, but
I'm just proud you passed. I'm so happy for you.
got to do something around here.
I'm
right?
proud of you.
Thank you.
You have won my favor back.
You're 2 for 3 now, dude. You passed 2
All
challenges out of the 3.
I like my statistics. That's good.
Getting
Phil,
better, Adam.
let's bring back a gross one for next week, please.
Sounds like these are
We
getting
can do
too
that.
easy for him. Do we have any maggots in the
Your
refrigerator?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh, that again.
Okay,
So
what
what's
are we
gonna happen?
predicting? You guys go start. I can't even hear.
I didn't know it could get more disgusting than what we saw today with the maggots and roaches. But I'm going to say that they're going to have to eat boogers.
that
From
might not be that bad.
boogers?
Might not be that bad. Just saying.
Okay. Boogers mixed with dirt and fleas.
Okay, boogers.
Interesting.
Boogers from
Interesting,
what?
That's for sure.
From people? People
Interesting.
boogers?
People boogers.
Okay.
I got
Sean?
one. I got one. Okay. They're gonna be on a farm, and they're gonna have to drink right from the teat of the cow.
Oh. You've never
Is that
done that?
I don't know. It could be gross, right? It's not.
Like,
It's not
I
processed.
do that every weekend.
I grew up on tits. No, my mom.
I guess I'll.
My mom.
Don't
grew
we
up,
all?
My mom grew up on like a farm at one point when she was younger, and so that's how
Okay, they gotta do that, and then they gotta
Not that
drink
bad.
like curdled milk afterwards, something like that.
Just throwing. Just make it.
they have to drink organic milk, y'all. What do you got for us, Adam?
All right. This is gonna happen. They're gonna be in a helicopter, and they're gonna be hovering over some kind of water. They're gonna have to jump. They probably have a stupid safety harness, but they're gonna jump in, and then they're just gonna like slam in the ocean, and they're gonna have to swim up, and then they're gonna have to like swim to like sand or some beach, whatever, some army, and then get up and have to like. I'm just trying to add shit to make it funny. I don't know.
You should be a producer on the show.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they're gonna ride a shark or I don't know.
ride a shark.
Ride something.
Is that them telling?
You just
is
have to
that-
tune in.
Is that our wrap up?
You just have to tune
That's
in.
the wrap it up music.
wrap it up.
It's been real, folks. It's been real.
It's been fun. It's been real.
Join us next Monday. Ronnie Jr. will be here. Phil will have something planned. Maybe we'll do like a pre-taping because it's gonna be legit. This is This is AFTERBUZZ TV.
Yeah.
And real quick, for those of you listening out there, you may have noticed a new change to the website. You know, we're getting a lot of good feedback. We do want you to know that the design is up. We have to populate it with all the shows. Speaking of all the shows that we do, there's over 100 of them. They're all completely free. So you should check it out. If you have a favorite TV show, most likely we're doing it. And you know what? Most likely Mari's on the panel.
For one of these thousands of
Just
shows.
on a lot.
I'm a TV whore.
Check out this website, because you know Phil works his ass off, and this site looks beautiful.
And it does. It looks smoking. A great job, Phil.
Cheers.
All for you guys. All for you. And remember, Monday nights at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, watch Adam do a challenge, and listen to some Fear Factor recap.
Yes, sir.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.